Okay, first vocabulary, conveyance. This word kind of means transportation, moving things around. The word convey only is kind of like to send some message or information, like I need to convey my feelings to my boss or something like that. Conveyance is not a common word, but I guess occasionally you do see it. This example is South Korea has one of the fastest and most reliable conveyance systems in the world. An example of a place with a conveyance of goods would be Namdaemun. Many products are coming in, many are leaving, so it's kind of like transporting many goods in one area. So that's kind of a system of conveyance there. Iconic, as we know, icon is kind of a symbol, right? So iconic means you represent something, big. For example, Psy represents K-pop. Steve Jobs represented Apple, right? So that's kind of iconic. Elvis represented a lot of like rock music and stuff like that. Can anybody give me another iconic person?
Warren Buffett.
Okay, what is he iconic of? Wealth. Okay. If you have a magazine that's about being rich, he might be on the cover, right? Awesome. Good. Come up with. That means to create something, but not like a building. It's an idea, right? Who came up with the idea for, cold brew coffee? It's some Dutch grandfather 200 years ago, right? So who came up with Talkshark? Who came up with this idea? Our boss, right? Alex. But we don't use it, for example, who came up with 6-3 building? No, right? Who came up with Korea? That's kind of interesting. Like, that's flexible. You could say, a certain leader in history came up with the idea for a unified Korea, but it's usually about like a single idea. Next, in-house. We talked about this a few weeks ago with the coffee shop inside of, was it MasterCard or something? MasterCard business had like a new coffee shop inside. In-house means it's inside your organization or building, right? So if you go to, I'm trying to think of an example, like E-Mart, and you say, do you have like an in-house cafe? Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Do you have an in-house, could be even like accountant or in-house policeman, like a security guard, or a lot of businesses, they have their in-house designer or creative team, in-house nurse, or in-house masseuse for massaging, right? So it's something that's usually outside, but you have it inside. So that's when we use it, right? We don't use it for here. Like, they have their own in-house barista. It's not really appropriate because it's already a cafe. It's usually for something that's not normally in-house, right? Next, intricate, detailed, complicated. Suing's design on the back of his shirt is kind of intricate, right? Mine is the opposite of intricate, it's just one plain color. Bricks are not intricate, but intricate would be like some, like that cake on the wall has like strawberries and then like some design on top of the strawberries, right? Like some pastries have very intricate designs. Some even coffees have intricate designs, right? There's like some little picture they make with the foam. That's like an intricate artwork, right? Next, Holy Grail. This has two meanings. Originally, it's the cup that Jesus was drinking out of in the famous picture, the Last Supper. It's like that silver, I think it's silver cup, right? The Grail is the word, but nowadays we don't really use the word Grail. Anyways, holy means like really special or sacred, right? So nowadays we don't talk about it being the cup in the picture, that Jesus is holding in the Last Supper. Nowadays it's something really important that people are chasing, or it's like the ultimate goal. Okay. So maybe what's the best movie award for like an actor or director? Is it Oscar? Is that what's the most important one? Is that the biggest one?
In Korea?
Or Hollywood, Korea, anywhere?
Blue Dragon.
Okay, Blue Dragon in Korea.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say what's that big actor? Bongsu? Park? Song Ba-ho?
Actor.
Yeah. Oh, Song Ha-ho. Okay, yeah, Song Ha-ho. So let's say he wasn't famous until he got the holy grail of acting awards, the Blue Dragon. Okay, so that's similar to some actor maybe in Hollywood. You know, they get the Oscar, right? That's the holy grail of your acting career, right? Maybe if you are in a consulting business, you give advice to companies, and you get more money based on your client size. Maybe first you get Tucson Place, that's pretty cool, and then next you get Daiso, that's great. Your next client is Samsung. That's the holy grail of clients. That's your biggest client possible, right? You can't do much bigger than Samsung. So that would be like the holy grail of the consulting business clients, right? The holy grail of learning English would maybe getting a perfect score on your English, the TOEFL or TOEIC, right? That would be the holy grail of a perfect English, right? Or becoming a translator for like NBC, national TV, right? That's the holy grail of becoming a translator, speaking English. Next, swoosh is the shape that Nike uses, right? It's not really a check mark. It's not really any other shape. We call it the swoosh. We also use that word for maybe shoot a basketball and it doesn't hit the backboard or the rim. It just goes swoosh. That's the kind of sound we make, right? So, yeah. That's the shape on the Nike shoe.